if it's not about the money, and then the response to that can be like, well, I like to do things with other people. And the hobby is more fun when more people are in it, and a lot of us are doing it all together. And I like when the card values go up, or because I own them, or some combination of that. What do you think about that? Because that's the only place within your argument or within your framework where I could see someone saying, but like, if you are a collector, wouldn't you want like less people, because then prices would be cheaper and we'd be able to buy the stuff we really enjoy cheaper? So that's where that sort of counter argument comes from people. So how would you respond to that?
Let me clarify and elaborate on this, okay?
Yeah.
If I was really selfish and I just wanted to collect everything at dirt cheap prices, I wouldn't want anybody to know about this stuff. But it's not that I said that it's not about the money, okay? The money is secondary, right? What makes these cards really interesting is that they have value to them. They're not just like a something that you buy at Target, like a toy or something, and you put it on your shelf and suddenly it has no value, right? They don't depreciate these things, okay? Secondary reason that we really love cards and that we're putting a lot of money into cards right now is because they are worth money. So we do want to see our collections rise. It's almost like it's something that we can really take pride in when our collection is very valuable, right? And for a lot of people, there's, if your collection is very valuable and you're able to sell it off, maybe you can trade up and buy even more valuable cards that you never had the opportunity to, or, you can move that money into something else. But money is definitely part of the reason that we collect. Let's not be naive about it.
Let me ask you about Marvel cards. Let's talk about Marvel. When I say Marvel cards, what do you think?
Right now, it's a pump and dump, in my opinion.
Okay. And why you say that?
Why do I say this, or why I think that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the prices have gone ridiculously higher. And it's in my opinion that there may be some influencers that are trying to drive this higher. And we know that Marvel has a low population count. So you can do that. And sure, there are some people that are chasing and some people that have thrown big money. I think Steve Aoki, the DJ, that guy, he's put, I think, a ton of money into it.
Mm-hmm.
And the time to buy Marvel, in my opinion, was 2020.
Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance. Okay, so a couple of things. I was looking at some of the Marvel posts over the past week and how it has gone down 95%. And some of the people are saying that, hey, look, this is not an apples to apples comparison. And the reasoning may be because the sale earlier this year had some PSA 9s, to my understanding, while this one, it didn't seem like there were. And that's why you can't compare that sale. Okay, I understand that, but you've seen this huge decline in these cards, which I argued that they had no intrinsic value, that it's pumped and dumped, etc. And now going to the great Curator, the reason why I have been very aggressive about what he has said and done is because if you have a contrary opinion, he shuts you out. He doesn't want anything to do with it, and he was labeling people negative. And there are countless people out there. I have some screenshots. He was telling a sports card cartel to shut up. And that's not part of the gentleman investor's code. All right? And in addition to that, when you don't want to discuss this type of issue with others, and you are saying that, hey, you got to be positive, right? And any negativity is bad for the hobby. And the only way to increase the amount of people is by being positive. I don't view it like that. And he kept on saying demand, 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 because in my opinion, he read Josh Luber's paper. And Josh Luber's paper, the way you keep up demand is, or you to make sure that you manage the hype cycle, is through marketing techniques. That's what Josh Luber was implying in his paper. And what I believe Curator may be doing is he wants to prolong the hype cycle in the cards that he is speculating in. Could I be wrong on that? Sure. But this is what I believe is going on with him. And in regards to the demand of the cards, obviously you could look at the supply of the cards, the less scarce it is, and as long as people want it, okay, that's maybe a card that you may want to speculate in. Obviously, looking at the valuation, you don't want to buy it at a high valuation, right? It seemed that what the pumpers were doing, they did not look at the valuation of the cards. Some of them said, let's be positive, don't be negative, right? That's crazy in my opinion. I think the other variable that some of these guys missed in terms of the demand of cards, the market, etc., is just a simple concept of positive interest rates versus negative interest rates. I'm not going to get too much into this. I've discussed this before. But just long story short, when interest rates are positive, like you see in the 10-year tips, the demand for cards comes tumbling down. And when they're negative, the demand is higher. And what I have learned by speculating gold and silver, and also getting my losing many times, what I've learned through my experience is you buy, for me, I can't tell you what to do, you buy when interest rates are positive and you sell when interest rates are negative. All right? And, you buy low, you sell high. And that's how I look at the demand picture. And I think a lot of people miss this. Perhaps they have been very successful in their careers and being positive helped them out. But in the collectibles industry, in the precious metals industry, just being positive or being negative is not the way that you're going to make money, okay? Obviously, if you're creating a business, you got to believe in yourself, etc., right? Negativity will actually hurt you if you're trying to create a business, right? But if you're dealing with collectibles, this is a huge different ball game, okay? Completely different from many markets out there. This market, in my opinion, is one of the toughest markets to be in. It was given a gift in 2020 with the pandemic. Now we've returned to normal. Now we could be on the verge of a huge market meltdown, right? If the Fed doesn't reverse course. I mean, that's what it's looking like right now. So, I just wanted to give my own thoughts about this. That, look, the reason why I've come aggressively after him is because he has shut people off who told him that, hey, maybe you got to look at the valuation of these cards. Maybe you shouldn't be, how should I say it, telling people with the contrary opinion to shut up. You shouldn't tell people with a contrary opinion to stop being negative, right? And this type of mentality happens throughout our society, right? There are groups of people that if you have a certain point of view, they're going to tell you to shut up. right? They don't want to hear you. And I've dealt with people, you know, wife's family, my family. If I have a different opinion, they don't want to hear it because they live in their own bubble. They are in their own echo chamber. And it's unfortunate that some people, they only want to listen to opinions that meet their confirmation bias. I listen to people with differing opinions. That's how I learn. I don't learn by simply listening to what the popular influencer tells you. But I just wanted to share my thoughts about this because number one, he's ticked off a lot of people. It's not just me. There's plenty of people that message me about him. That hey, it seems like he's all about himself, and if you have a different opinion, you get shut down. Right? This is how our society works. You go against the narrative, they're going to shut you down. And my channel, no, I speak my mind. I don't care if people come after me. You can look at my comment sections, right? If I have an unpopular take, they rip me apart. Happened with the Kurt's card care thing. So just want to leave my thoughts. By the way, I'll be doing a video with Ryan McClanahan tonight. So make sure to check that out. Anyways, guys, talk to you later, guys. Bye.